All right, guys, welcome in. It is a Monday night. Can you believe it's November the 25th? Dare I say a month before Christmas? It's coming up. Can't wait. What'd you get me? Maybe a few more wins for the San Jose Sharks. A little game night live. Tonight we're going to talk about the Sharks, keep you up to date on things going on around the world of sports. Tonight's Game Night Live, a Northern Lights Entertainment production, is brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. BetterCreditCards.com, where they have a whole lot of cards. One for you. You can pick the one that best suits you by visiting them today. BetterCreditCards.com, proud one-year sponsor of Game Night Live and the Northern Lights Entertainment production. Good to have you joining us today. Got some guys just rolling in. Pulling up an armchair, settling in. Got a big couch there, a couple to curl up on. Settle in, get your thoughts. We're going to talk about some San Jose Sharks tonight and talk about things going on again around the world of sports. Right off the top of the show, before I talk some hockey, we'll talk about the NFL Monday night game. The Chargers in the second quarter kicked a field goal a few minutes ago. They have a 10-0 lead on the Baltimore Ravens. Coming up tonight, the Brooklyn Nets will take on the 12-4 Golden State Warriors over Chase. Should be a good game. I'm going to be back in the Bay Area, heading back home next week. So I'm going to be heading out to see the Sharks, the Niners, the Warriors. With Christmas around the corner, I got all kinds of tickets, and I'll be checking them out. And again, the show brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. All right, guys, let me know what you think as we roll along tonight. Want to say hi to Daniel Berry's Sports Highlights. Daniel, he tunes in from time to time and as well can be found lurking around Giant Sports Talk Live. Another one coming up, Giant Sports Talk Live tonight at 8 p.m. with your hosts, Eric Romo and myself. All righty. So, San Jose Sharks, guys, what do you think? A lot of you were all excited about Will Smith, about Macklin Celebrini. So many guys to cheer for, especially the youth in the San Jose Sharks lineup. But really, are they a team to be reckoned with? I mean, it's early. When you're what we'll call a pretty bad hockey club, you've got to rebuild. You've got to get back into the swing of things with other teams. Like just the other night, taking on the Buffalo Sabres on what was actually a big night, retiring the number of Joe Thornton, hanging the number 19 up in the rafters, but went on to drop a 4-2 score at the hands of the Sabres. Who scored in that game? I've got it here. Fabian Zetterlund, his 9th of the year in Buffalo, or against the Sabres, I should say. And Luke Kunin, he scored in the second period, but Buffalo, 3 third-period goals. Mike Greer, general manager. I think he's doing a great job, guys. He has brought in the young talent. The fact that the Sharks have just been abysmal the last couple of years means big draft picks. And along with those came Macklin Celebrini. The first pick in the National Hockey League draft earlier this year. The draft was held in Las Vegas at the Sphere. He was drafted number 1. And sports, as you know, jersey number 71. I've had a chance to see him play live when he played junior. Macklin Celebrini is the real deal, guys, but I think he needs a little bit of growth, a little bit of time to mature and get some other great players around him. The San Jose Sharks do not have a stable of talent just yet. I mean, it's going to take a few years before they can, build upon the youth, what they have. One of the guys I do like is Cody Ceci, and there's no doubt that Tyler Toffoli is a player that we can also build around for the next few years, get you back right on track. Toffoli with a couple of goals this year. He's got, I believe 5 total points in the 13 games he has played. Now back to Macklin Celebrini for just a second. Celebrini was hurt in just his first game. He scored early in the first period. I thought, wow, this is great. What happens? Down with a lower body injury. He had 3 shots on goal in that game with Buffalo the other night. At least he's getting some play development in the offensive zone. Sharks got to build, though, in their own end of the ice. I mean, when you go downhill, you're looking at a team that is lacking defensively in front of their netminders. Whether it's Mackenzie Blackwood, who actually played the game the other night against the Buffalo Sabres. Blackwood, I believe, has played extremely well this season. What do you think? I think he is not a bad goaltender, the former New Jersey Devil. And, of course, making his debut the other night was Yaroslav Askarov. Askarov was a former Nashville Predator. Picked him up in a trade. He's a young goaltender. Started the year with the Barracuda, but got his first NHL gig on Thursday night, I believe it was, against the St. Louis Blues. Now, the Blues won the game 3-2. That game went to a shootout. Oh, my God, Celebrini hit the post. Actually, the crossbar in the 3-on-3 overtime. So close, but yet so far. So a rough start on the season for your San Jose Sharks. Can they compete with the big boys? I dare say not yet. Teams are just too talented around the National Hockey League. And you've got to factor in that some of these teams are built for success right now, including the Winnipeg Jets, who are 17-4. That's right, 17-4 record, and they are in action tonight. The Winnipeg Jets right now are in a 1-1 tie with the Minnesota Wild with just over 13 minutes left in period number 2. So pretty soon they'll be at the midway point of the game. Minnesota is playing well defensively against that high-scoring offense of the Winnipeg Jets. It's a 1-1 tie. One of the other things that I believe the San Jose Sharks have set themselves up for, is the fact that they can add more young talent, because they were able last year to get rid of some high-price contracts. That's right, making deals with many teams around the National Hockey League, picking up the high-priced players who really are weren't going to be around when the team becomes a force to be reckoned with, right? During this elevation process from the doldrums back up to the competitive nature, the San Jose Shark team is not going to be calling upon their veterans when this whole thing gets back on track. So I think Mike Greer's done a great job eliminating the big contracts, moving out the veteran players, able to trade for young guys. I think the one thing he does have to do is take a look at the defense. So the Sharks with 6 wins on the season. Do you think that's a good start? I mean, the team, they came out of the gate so slow this year. So really, 6 wins already. Maybe not that bad as they enter their game with the Los Angeles Kings tonight. That's over at the Tank. Are you heading to the game? I wish I was there. I'll be back next week. I'll be heading over to some games. But that one is a home contest, and hopefully the crowd will get out there. Cheer on the young talent. You know what? One thing about the National Hockey League and hockey in general, when you get out to a Sharks game, go to a Barracuda game, doesn't matter. You're going to be entertained. And both those clubs put on a show. Kings, Sharks tonight. Kings 11-7-3. Sharks are 12-5 entering the game tonight. That one a 7:30 face-off. So right now, the San Jose Sharks can't compete with the big dogs around hockey. But time, really not a factor. They're going to allow themselves to add depth over the next few years to go along with the early draft picks. Oh, I'm so excited to see Macklin Celebrini in person. Will Clark, the other young guys. Oh, and Askarov, the goalie. Are you guys excited about him? I sure am. But we'll see what happens over this year. It's a growing phase for the San Jose Sharks. Let's see them get back on track. Once again, we were talking a little hockey tonight. Sharks trying to improve upon the depth of their team, and let's just hope they can build toward the future. Mike Greer, I got all the faith in you out there. 10-0, LA Chargers. They lead the Baltimore Ravens at last check in Monday Night National Football League play. Actually, Baltimore has just scored, so it is a 10-7 game. Baltimore on the board, putting a touchdown on the board as, let's see, it was run in by Lamar Jackson. Lamar picks up a touchdown to pad his stats. And, what are you expecting for the Ravens? We'll talk maybe about that coming up. How about Thursday? We'll talk some football, of course. The next weekend, we'll get underway Thursday night. Thursday night football, always fun. I look forward to it each week. It'll be week number 13, and there are going to be 3 Thanksgiving Day games. Chicago, Detroit. Detroit always hosting on Thanksgiving. New York Giants will play in Dallas, who, oh my gosh, at 4-7, I dare say are having their struggles this year. And the Miami Dolphins will play in Green Bay. I always see a game over in Green Bay on Thanksgiving. Green Bay surprising, 8-3 in their win over the San Francisco 49ers. Guys, what's going on with the Niners? They play Sunday night, week 13 matchup against Buffalo. And if it's been ugly so far, just wait till they take on the Buffalo Bills next Sunday. Just wanted to drop by with the updates around the league. We'll do this every night at this time, 15, 20 minutes or so, unless we have a special guest. Tonight, getting geared up for Sharks hockey. Tonight, over at the Tank, the Sharks will host the Los Angeles Kings, looking for their 7th win of the season. Now, the Sharks, after a somewhat tumultuous start to the campaign, but, my friends, it is truly what we expected. LA Kings, 7:30 start in San Jose. Sharks 6-12-5 entering that game with the opening face-off, 7:30 tonight. Chargers shows a 10-0 game, but the Ravens are on the board in the second quarter. That should read the Chargers 10, Ravens 7, and it'll be halftime in that game before you know it. The Brooklyn Nets are in town, 7-10 to take on the Golden State Warriors, 12-4 tonight. Maybe tomorrow night we'll talk about the Golden State Warriors. They are on fire. Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network, broadcasting on YouTube and on X, the Twitter profile as well. We got some folks tuned in tonight on Twitter. If you want to jump over to our website, YouTube, come into our forum there, or if you're watching a past video, please hit the subscribe button. Helps us out, gets us noticed out there. We're a new channel, and we're just trying to, build upon things. We love to talk sports, so I don't care if there's 5 of you out there or 500. It don't matter to me. We love our sports. We love getting guests. I believe Friday night we'll have Tommy D back from New York City with an update on the Juan Soto sweepstakes. He'll jump in earlier in the week if anything breaks on that. And, of course, we're watching to see what the San Francisco Giants do with the meetings of the general managers a couple of weeks away. Could something develop in the next week, maybe 2? Eric Romo and myself, Glenn, we talk about it. Our other channel is called Giant Sports Talk Live, and we're on the air every night, 7 days a week, 8 p.m. And tonight we'll be talking about the Giants, and I'll be talking about Japanese pitching. A couple of Japanese pitchers coming on over. I hope so. I'll get Eric all riled up about that coming up in the show tonight when we air at 8 p.m. That's over on our other forum, Giants Sports Talk Live. We hope to visit with you tonight. If you can't be with us on YouTube, we also broadcast on the Twitter. Your thoughts are of the utmost importance to us. We love our chat. We get a big chat going. And last night with 100 folks in debating a lot of topics, it's a lot of fun here in the off season, especially with deals not that far away. So Giant Sports Talk Live on YouTube and Twitter, now known as X, tonight 8 p.m. Eric and I will have the show. Not much in the way of comments tonight. You guys are sitting back, just tuned in. Tonight's show has been brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com to get the latest in credit cards, maybe the credit card for you. All you have to do is visit bettercreditcards.com, pick out the credit card that best suits you, and they'd sure love to hear from you. Hockey night tonight. Kings, Sharks, 7:30. Brooklyn Nets, Golden State Warriors in the NBA. Football, Chargers 10, Ravens 7. Halftime pretty soon. I'm going to get ready for some Sharks hockey. I'll be tuned into that, and I'll be back over on Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric, and that show will get underway at 8 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow, another Game Night Live at Northern Lights Entertainment production, and we want to thank everybody who drops by, whether live or tuned in on the replay on Twitter, and right here, our featured platform, the YouTube Network.
You've been watching the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network, a Northern Lights Entertainment broadcasting station.